everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Katie and I am the maker of Katie's Custom Crochet. I am in the Michigan area. So I figured for my very first YouTube video, I would do a little crochet and get to know me and get to know my business. I am making a baby blanket. This is Cameron's Cute Creations baby blanket pattern. It is a lemon peel stitch with Bernat Forever fleece in the color, I believe it's Rose Hip, which is honestly the most gorgeous color. Yes, it's Rose Hip. Honestly, love this color, love this yarn, love this pattern. Love Cameron from Cameron's Cute Creations. Besides the point. So my name is Katie. I am 25 years old. I live with my fiance. We have been together for almost 5 years. It'll be 5 years in July. I have been living with him. I believe we started living together around like the 1.5, 2.5 year mark. I don't know. We've lived together for a while. He's my absolute best friend. His name is Corey with a K, so we're K and K, which I think is just soulmate activities, but that's just me. He is my absolute best friend, #1 supporter. Katie's Custom Crochet could not be here without him, could not be a thing without him. Without him just giving me like the confidence, and honestly, he gives me the audacity. He gives me the audacity to wake up and try to pursue this thing just about every day. So that's a little bit of my background. I figured that I would just kind of give like my crochet history and just like kind of where I began like within my crochet journey. So I started crocheting in 2023. I made a single blanket. It was not a full blanket, it was like a lap blanket, if that's a thing. And I made it with single crochets only, so that kind of gives you like a little bit of the knowledge that I went into crocheting with. So I made that one little lap blanket, and then, you know, TikTok was really just like on and popping in that era, and I somehow just like stumbled upon like a bunch of like amigurumi like crochet accounts, and I'm like, I want to do this. Like, I want to make these. And like, I think strawberry like cows were like huge. I mean, they're still huge, they're freaking adorable, but they were super big around that time, and I wanted to make one, and nothing was going to stand in my way of making one except the magic ring. The magic ring, honestly, just why was it so hard? I kid you not. I want to say that was like September-ish. Maybe even like, I don't even know. I couldn't even give you the time frame. I attempted the magic ring, which feels like 37 times, which is probably such an exaggeration, but I sucked at it, and I really don't do good at things when I'm really bad at them to start with. Like, I need to be good at something out of the gate, or it's the worst thing that's ever happened to me, which is also just extremely dramatic and very irrational. But that's me. I'm extremely dramatic and very irrational. So I just kind of gave up. And then it was around like April of 2023. How does it just get knots? I just don't understand. Like, you disappeared so fast. Like, you weren't even really a knot. Why would you even be there to begin with? So I wanted to start practicing the magic ring again around like April, and I think I found a different YouTube video, and I wanted to try it out. So I watched the YouTube video. I got out my little acrylic yarn set and cheap crochet hooks that I got off of like in an Amazon kit, and I did the magic ring successfully. I think on my like second attempt that time, like that round of attempting, and kind of been hooked ever since. So I made my first plushie April 14th, 2023. If you see me looking like down, I have a cheat sheet of everything I wanted to talk about because my memory is super bad and I get distracted very easily. So I made my first plushie April 14th, 2023. I actually have her here with me today. Here she is. This is all from Jade's octopus pattern that she has for free on her YouTube channel. You know, she tried her absolute best. I tried my absolute best. This is the best it was gonna get. Or so like what I thought. So this actually to this day is still like one of my favorite patterns. I do make them still. I'm spinning away. Here he is. Also, plushies with little smiles, my favorite thing. They're so derpy and I love them. I love them more than anything. So if I can throw a smile on it, I will. Best believe that. I will throw a smile on anything. Still one of my favorite patterns to this day. People absolutely love them. I love them. They're so easy to make. I don't even know. I think it takes me like maybe less than 15 minutes if I'm really focused, which doesn't happen very often. The really focused part. But I personally love the pattern. I've memorized it. I could do it probably honestly with my eyes closed at this point. But back to my history of crocheting. So made my first plushie April 14th, 2023. And then I made a couple of things just from like YouTube patterns I follow. I know another really big account that I really liked when I first started out. I mean, I still like it to this day, but it's Rose and Lily Crochet. Absolutely love their tutorials and their patterns that they have on their YouTube channel. I think they're absolutely perfect for beginners. So I found just a bunch of free YouTube tutorials because I couldn't figure out how to read a pattern to save my life. I actually learned from, I believe it was Rose and Lily Crochet because they have like the pattern written out on the screen. So I could kind of match up like the stitch. I barely knew the stitches. What stitch they were doing to like with what? To with what? I cannot figure out how to say this. I matched up what words were on the screen, like what the pattern written out looked like, with what I was seeing. So that is actually where I learned to read patterns. Was Rose and Lily Crochet. So I made a couple of things and I was like, you know what? I'm pretty proud of this new skill I learned. So I posted it on Facebook, you know, so that my family members could tell me I'm so talented. You know, just every ego boost that somebody needs. I just needed somebody to tell me that I was good at it. You know, that's all I wanted. But little did I know that that would actually be the start of my business. So I posted things that I made and people started commenting like, hey, like, could you make me this dinosaur in this color? Like, hey, could you make this for a baby shower that I'm going? I don't know if it was a baby shower or whatever, but like people were interested in what I was making. So I was like, I never thought this was going to be a business, but you know, I was taking custom orders way too early into my crochet career. They were not bad. Let me like get by. Like, let me just say they were not bad. Looking back at it, I wish I could just go through and remake every custom order I've ever done in my life and make them better and then give them to people. But that would take a lot of time and a lot of materials. And who has time for that? Truly, I don't know. But people really were interested in what I was making. So I was like, okay, well, you know, I guess I need a name. So let's do a little timeline. So my first plushie, my cute little purple octopus, was April 14th, 2023. I took my first custom order May 10th, 2023, and May 25th, 2023, the name Katie's Custom Crochet was born. And I haven't gone back. I have been running my business since May 25th, 2023. Some things I've done since beginning my business. I mostly did custom orders for the first couple of months. About 4 months into my amigurumi crochet career, I did my first market. And I actually sold, I want to say probably around like 300 or so dollars worth of inventory, which still to this day surprises me because that market did not have a ton of foot traffic, but I learned a lot from YouTube on how to have like a successful market. Cameron's Cute Creations, like Cameron, you deserve all of the hype, all of the credit. You are such an educational person to follow on YouTube, Instagram, whatever other platform she is on, because she knows so much about running a crochet business and doing markets that honestly, my first market was such a success single-handedly because of her. And I don't say that lightly. She is honestly, I binged watched her YouTube videos before my first market, and I had like vertical displays and visible pricing and everything like that because of her. Like, she honestly just gave me so much confidence in like what I was doing, because like I had seen her do it so successfully that it made me feel like, well, if she can do it, then I can do it too. Like, I see all of these makers having like such successful crochet businesses and careers. I'm like, if they can do it, I can do it too. And honestly, that's the one thing I love the most about like the crochet community is they are so welcoming. They're so welcoming, and just they give everyone the resources they need to do exactly what they've been doing. I don't see a ton of gatekeeping in the crochet community. Like, they'll tell you exactly what yarn they used, what pattern they followed, what hook they used, what skills they needed to do that. And I honestly just love it. I truly love the crochet community. I really feel like there's a space for everybody. Even if you make the exact same plushies as someone else, I don't know. I just feel like it's amazing. Here's a little update on my blanket. I'm making this for a market that I'm doing in June. It's called Lake Fest. I went last year and I almost completely sold out on the first day. It's a 2-day market, so I sold over $1,000 within that weekend, which honestly I'm very proud of myself. That was my first 2-day market. I was not prepared. I had no idea what I was getting myself into, but I had so much fun doing it. Back to what I'm talking about though. So some things I've done in my career, which is almost 2 years old now, my baby. I started crocheting in this local cafe by my house. I had just gotten laid off from my job, and so I took just a little bit of time. Oh no, I forgot what stitch I did at the end. Was it just a single crochet? No, it was a double crochet. I'm so silly. So I took a little bit of time before looking for another job to really just kind of like focus on my crochet career, which goes back to my incredible fiance for really supporting me during that time. Both mentally and financially. I mean, I was collecting unemployment, but you know, I just really focused on my crochet business during that couple of months. I started crocheting in a local cafe by my house, and the owner came up to me and she asked me like, hey, like, do you sell your stuff? And I was like, I actually do, yeah. And she wanted to know that if starting in October I would want to sell my plushies in the cafe, and I would just give her a certain percentage of the revenue from it. And I was like, absolutely, like that sounds amazing. That like truly sounds amazing. So she had a bunch of small businesses in there. She had authors and soap makers and candle makers and just like a bunch of things, and that actually brought in a lot of new customers, and I was getting recognized for my work, and I got to, you know, decorate my display for every holiday and all of that. And some, like during some months that I could not keep that thing stocked. Like, and I work a full-time job. So I was a little stressed out at times, but you know, it was so worth it. So I did that through January this year. Unfortunately, that cafe did close. For financial reasons, the owner just couldn't keep it open. So all of my New Year's resolutions included the cafe. So it was a very kind of like, oh shit, what do I do now? Because I wasn't really on social media. I wasn't really promoting my business because the cafe did that so much for me. So I really had to kind of rethink my entire business strategy. I was like, what do I do now? So I had to pull everything I had at the cafe, and you know, like I was talking to my fiance, he goes, do you want to try selling online again? I was like, I do, but I don't know. Like, I really don't know. Like, it takes a while to like get that social media presence going. So I was like, you know, what if I just market prep? What if I just market prep? I have that big show in June, and I was like, what if I just take these 6 months and I just market prep? I just test myself, see how much I could possibly make, because I don't necessarily need crochet money, like crochet business money, because I do have a full-time job. So I was like, what if I just see how much I could possibly make? I go to this 2-day market in June. I just threw my pen. In June, and I just see what happens. And whatever's left over, maybe, you know, I put it on my website, I list it on Etsy, I find somewhere else to sell my stuff at. So I actually have just been market prepping. Today is, my iPad will tell me. Today is the 8th. It's March 8th. So I've been market prepping since maybe the 2nd or 3rd week in January. I think I took maybe about $200 worth of product out of the cafe. So I had a little cushion to begin with, and I have kind of taken the last like week and a half off just because I've had like this really bad migraine, which thankfully is gone now. So I wasn't really crocheting much, but I have a little over $1,000 worth of inventory right now, which I'm super proud about. I absolutely love being able to crochet. I obviously love yarn. I think this shelf is over 6 feet tall, just completely stuffed with yarn. And then I have this 8 cube, and then I'm staring at least 3 other places in my living room. Oh, this is my dining room, by the way. Yeah, no, my fiance's a gem. This is our entire dining room. We don't have a dining room table. It's in pieces in our storage closet, because I needed space for crochet stuff. So he's so supportive. He actually got me the shelf from his work. He doesn't mind it as much as people think he should mind, having all of this yarn to look at every day. But honestly, he loves it. He's so supportive. Let me take a break from that. Oh, I do crochet with compression gloves. I learned how to crochet with compression gloves, so crocheting without them feels like a foreign task. I do notice a lot less like wrist pain and hand fatigue when I wear them. But the only thing I hate is I can't wear my engagement ring with my gloves because it just like smushes them. But yeah, no, I thoroughly love crocheting with compression gloves. So I figured I would show you a couple of things that I've made for my market prep, so you can kind of see like my style. Back to the smile, I'll put a smile on anything. Oh, and I also started painting resin eyes as well. So these are a pair, you can't really tell just because like they're not very vibrant, but this is a jellyfish pattern, and I'll link all of the patterns I've used down below that I talk about today, so you guys can look at them. I believe this was, I'm not even gonna try to remember, terrible memory. This is my little jellyfish. My favorite thing to crochet is probably turtles. Crochet by Jenna, your turtle patterns, girl, I love you. They're so good. They're so good. This is my baby. She's obviously just a little baby. This is Crochet by Jenna. I almost said Crochet Grove. Crochet by Jenna's strawberry turtle. And I make her with Sweet Snuggles and a 10mm hook. So this is the size 7 jumbo yarn, which is why she's jumbo. I absolutely love this yarn. Michael's discontinued this color, and I also, in the little cubes over there, that's all I have left, and I'm desperately sad. But this is my baby, and those are her eyes. She's huge. Oh, and Crochet by Jenna, obviously, if I'm talking about your pattern, I have to do a hug check. Hug check. I love that. It's like my favorite video, my favorite part of like all of her videos. And then I also make little baby strawberry turtles. This is her mini strawberry turtle pattern, and I make it with this is Parfait Chunky, and it's with a 5mm hook. And then I also painted those eyes too. Oh my gosh, I love hand painting my eyes. It just like adds so much like character. But honestly, I love turtles. They're so freaking cute. And it's just like mama and baby. Are you kidding me? Adorable. Oh, little baby hug check. I also really love to crochet giraffes. This is Crochet Grove's standing giraffe pattern in Bernat, which is a size 6, super bulky, and I use an 8mm hook. And then I also hand painted those eyes too, and these are my favorite color. Like this, not my actual favorite color, but my favorite like safety eye color. It's like a teal. So I really like to make giraffes. I have this giraffe, and then I also have this giraffe, which is Crochet by Jenna's book, this pattern book she released. This is her laying down giraffe. Like, are you kidding me? Stupid cute. Like, look at his little face. I love him. So this is her giraffe, laying down giraffe pattern. I used Parfait Chunky, a 5mm hook, and I believe 12mm safety eyes. I'm pretty sure these are 25s. I think they're 25s. That sounds right. And then I also have this giraffe, which is, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on her name. I'm so sorry. But she has the a baby lovey blanket pattern. She has 2 different patterns that have just like a bunch of different animals, but like one of the cutest things I've ever seen in my life. I don't remember what size hook I used for this. I feel like I wrote it down. I think I used a 5, and then I think I used a 5 for like the head, and then I think I used a 6.5 or a 7 for the blanket, because she like requested, like not requested, she says she uses 2 different sizes. So this is him, and I used Big Twist Posh. I love Big Twist Posh. I'm so sad about it. We're not even going to talk about Joann's closing right now. I can't handle that conversation. So this is 3 different little giraffes that I made for my market, which I'm definitely going to make Crochet Grove's normal giraffe pattern, like her old like regular one, just like the little standing one, not like the 4 leg standing, like the stand, I don't, the 2 leg one with like the arms, just I don't know. I'm trying my best and it's not working. Oh, and I also made this little elephant too from this pattern bundle. Actually I used 2 different size hooks for the head, so that's why the elephant is like huge and the giraffe is little, because I used the wrong hook. That's what it was. I used the wrong hook for the giraffe's head. I think I used a 4.5, and I think I used a 5 with the elephant. I don't know, but they're still stupid cute. I love them. Oh, This little guy is so cute, the little caterpillar. Like, are you kidding me? You just like move. It just like, you just like moves it. And then you can just boom, 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 boom. I don't know what I just did. Just ignore me. And then I made these two little dragons. They're looking a little funky because they've just been like smushed, but that's okay. These are our little dragons. They're really cute. I need to make like 30,000 more of them because why are they so cute? I don't understand. I mean, obviously, I think I'm gonna make a whole like separate video of like all of the inventory I have so far, but let me move this giraffe out of my face. But I just have them in bins in my dining room. This is my craft space, thank you. But I have had a really great time talking to you guys. I have no idea how often I'm going to post because I do have a full-time job and I don't balance things very well. Let me just be so honest. I do not balance things well. I have not a balancing bone in my body. It either takes over my entire life or I forget it exists. But I mean, I hope to be back soon because I've had a really good time. I know like a ton of people are probably not going to see this and that's okay, but I enjoy talking to you. Okay, bye!